now we're gonna make some palms. Let me get a clipboard. I'm gonna show you a couple of things. I want you guys to practice this if this is your first time. One second here. Get some paper, maybe a marker. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do with the palms is we're going to use our rake brush. I'm going to show you. But what we're going to do is we're going to make a line, okay, with the skinny part of the rake, and then you're going to come back up to this line. You're going to like apply a little bit of pressure here, pull off, pull off, pull off, pull off, okay? Apply pressure here, pull off, pull off, pull off, pull off, pull off, okay? You're going to do this multiple times, pull off, pull off, pull off, pull off, all right? And then you're going to go here, pull off, pull off, pull off, pull off, pull off, okay? So I'm going to get my rake brush. I'm going to show you with my rake brush on the paper first, okay? I still have my raggedy rake brush here, but I'm going to use it anyway. I like the bigger ones, and I keep forgetting to bring the bigger ones home from the studio. I have lots of small ones here, only one big one. Rake brush, if you haven't used one before, you need to make sure it's watered down because you want it to do its job. A rake brush, if you don't have one, we have a video on our free tutorials on our website at KCKHQ.com, or if you're in the membership on how to cut a rake brush, and you're going to cut a flat brush at an angle, okay? I even cut them when I get them, you know, made as rake, when they're purchased as rake brush too, just because I like it a little bit more cut. So you make that curve, okay? And you go back, whoops, pull off, pull off, pull off, pull off, okay? That one's weak there. So pull off, 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 okay? Then you'll make another one, but your paint has to be watered down, okay? More pressure at the base, pull off, okay? Go around this side, pull off, pull off, pull off, and then we'll layer our color up on here. But I want you to practice this first, okay? So I'm gonna go around this way, pull off, pull off, pull off. I'm gonna go this way, lift off, lift off, lift off, lift off, okay? And we're just gonna keep, you know, we'll be going around, and we're gonna try to make this look like a heart shape in the center, okay? And then you can always flip this the other way too. Like you can flip it like it's in the wind. I'm running out of paint on my paper, and go up that way also, okay? So I'm gonna put that down. I have a bravery test. Make sure that you practice first, okay? Make sure you feel comfortable first. We're just gonna do black first, okay? Just black. All right. And the first part I want to make, which I feel like is probably like part of the most important part, I need a little bit more water. Okay, is this center part. All right, so I'm going to go here, and then I'll come back to this. I'm going to pull off, pull off, pull off, because we want to make sure that we have that heart shape in there first, I think. Okay, and then I'm going to come back to this side. And this one, I think I am going to swipe up and off like that, and then come back down here. And we'll layer this with color after it dries, okay? So I'm also gonna I wanna get this side in too, because I wanna make sure I'm shaping the heart first, all right? So I'm gonna pull off, pull off, pull off. If you're using a smaller rake brush, you might have more strokes than this. This is the lightest touch, except for when you're applying pressure to make that line down the middle, okay? So we have our beginning of our heart right there, you see? Okay, so then we can work from there. Like I'm gonna make another line here. I'm gonna start pulling this one down, all right? So this one I might have them both going in this direction. And so I might have one like moving on me, curving this way. Some shorter, some longer. Don't make them all the same, you know, length and in size. Sometimes you can use the skinny part, sometimes the wider part. All right. I'm gonna do one side and then the other. All right. So this one, I think I'm gonna pull down this way a little bit more. I might swing this one off to this side. I might have to move this over since my hand is in a weird position again. Okay, so I'm gonna pull here, pull this off, pull off, okay. We're gonna work our way around up to the top. So I didn't have to fix that blue line. So if you have a wonky, water line there, you're totally fine. So I was thinking that was gonna be the case, so I didn't wanna worry about it. It's covered, so we're good. Okay, still watering this down. Okay, and then I'm gonna go here. Like flick this one up just a little bit. Water's your friend in this, but you don't want it watered down too much that it's like gray, These ones I might make a little shorter up here. You smoothing on me. Might go here. And maybe I'm just gonna do one side right there too. I do have to turn this to be comfortable right here, okay? So this is where you decide, like, you gotta have at one point where it bends over to the other side, okay? So I'm gonna grab some water. See my rake brush a little wonky there. Okay, and I think I'm gonna put one more right here. Light touch, especially when it's getting chunky like that. Okay, let me see what that looks like. I actually think I want to bring this down just a little bit more. Right there. I don't get my perspective until I turn it around. I feel like I kind of want one here. I might put a tiny little piece in through there. Okay. Totally up to you how many you want. Come out here a little bit. Might get a little, like that's on the back side over there. Could be a little smaller, like it's coming around the back side there too. And then I'm going to start working around this side. We'll have to pull it up for you. Hi, Buffy. Okay, so this is where I'm going to start this bend here. Pull this over. I might actually make this one flip over that way just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to go here. Need a little bit more water. Like I said, if you're using a 1/4 inch, you might need a lot more strokes than this. I'm using a pretty big brush for this. You can tell I can't even, like, mine's so frayed that it can't even make like a really nice fine line. Like when I go here, you're gonna have a better line if you're using like, I just would rather use a bigger brush. But if you had a rake brush like this, you know, that's a 1/4 inch, you can make, you know, a much nicer line. And I need to turn this up to see what I like and what I don't like. I think I might put one like right on the tree right there. I feel like maybe this one can go out a little further. And then I feel like I could have one like right on here, overlapping that. It'll look better once I have color on it. I want a little bit like right there. So I felt like I'm going to put a little bit going up this way on that one to fill that a little bit more. I might make this one go over a little further. You have a little piece hanging back here. And maybe a little piece hanging back here. Okay, so